On today's Spooky Spot, we're going to be having a look at McStevens Vampire Brew Blood Red Hot Chocolate. Just add hot water for a creepy red hot chocolate potion. It seems if anything this year, this guy, Spot, totally ripping off the Review Revolution's shtick. Because he's already reviewed this, and I hate to say, I guess I hurt my legs when I jump on the bandwagon as I did. I totally decided to pick this up and review it myself. If you want to see the original, the greater one, perhaps check out the Review Revolution's Vampire Brew. I'm giving mad props because then he won't sue me for ripping off his material. Anyways, one thing I do like about this particular container is it's metal. This is actually a metal container. Up at the top there is McStevens, which I don't know if you knew this, but vampires run rampant in Scotland. The McSteven clan. For centuries, I believe, they've fought the vampires, the McStevens family. They finally decided, you know what, perhaps we'll just settle our disputes and just make some vampire brew instead. I think that sounds about right. Factually, it may not be, but you know what? In this guy's mind, it sounds about right. But it is a metal container. Now, inside, I'm going to just bring in my friend, my loyal friend. Hey, there's tape on here. Where have you been, Mr. Hank? Elsewhere, have you? Cutting other boxes of tape, have you? We'll discuss this later. In the meantime, I'm going to get this sliced open. And I'm going to have to do this video in two parts. The only reason why, if I open this canister up, all old school horror movie like, if I open this up, first of all, Spot apparently has no idea how a casket sounds when it opens, a coffin. But the actual hot chocolate is in a foil bag. So to save myself a bit of a mess, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this opened and I'm gonna put this in a mug and we're gonna prepare this very similar to what the Review Revolution did. I'm sorry for stealing your stuff, but we're gonna do it that way. It's probably gonna make it for a bit of a neater review. So that sounds good? Everybody on the same page? Yes? Everybody? Jeffrey, you seem to disagree. Everybody else all right? Cool, we're gonna do that. I'm going to pause the video, I'm going to get this all laid out, and we're going to enjoy ourselves some vampire brew. Stick around, guys. Alright, so I've taken myself a bit of a break. I've opened up the McStevens Vampire Brew, and inside we've got ourselves your standard variety hot chocolate powder. I've also taken the liberty of finding my Halloween mug, which I used, last year? Somebody said to me, Spot, where's your Halloween mug you used last year? I finally found it. Which also I think is very similar to the one that Review Revolution used. Yeah, totally ripping off his material. One thing I'm not ripping off though, by the way, there's the hot chocolate inside, as you can see there. I think I put in the right amount. Measuring was never one of my strong suits. Unlike the Review Revolution though, I don't have a fancy gravy bowl server or whatever he had. Living on your own as a bachelor, I totally just used a measuring cup. I don't even know if I have the right amount, but I'm just going to gauge it. I've got myself some warm milk, because that's how I like to roll when I make my hot chocolate. You could use water, as the instructions have clearly indicated, but I've decided to use some warm milk. Which will also mean that I better shoot this review fast, because the moment I start drinking warm milk, totally out cold. I'm going to pour in some milk though. It is warm. There we go. And I think you guys can already tell. Let me just put my measuring cup aside there. As you can already tell, it is, yes, a very blood red color. Or it looks like you've just had a bowl of Frankenberry. I think perhaps my proportions were off. I might have needed to add more milk. Oh well. Can't go wrong with stronger hot chocolate. I'm just stirring it. If anyone has tuned in just now and you're wondering what Spot's doing, Spot's just stirring his hot chocolate. Can you think of a more exciting review? I can't. And I'm going to put that aside. I'm sure Rosalita will get that. And we've got ourselves, it's not really blood red, but it's more like a pinky red hot chocolate. Now, I like hot chocolate, so I think I'm a pretty good gauge of an opinion here. I'm going to give this a try, though, in my very cool skull mug. Kind of looks like he's full of like brain juice. It's not, though. It's delicious, warm. Well, I don't know if it's delicious, but it's blood hot chocolate. Let's give it a try. I'm going to give this a sip. Ooh. That is quite nice. It's just, I mean, it's standard hot chocolate. Don't expect it's a specific flavor, but it is quite nice though. It's very smooth, and definitely warming up definitely warming up milk and adding it to hot chocolate is really where you want to go. Forget about that boiling water crap. Definitely very good though, and the fact that you get a red colored hot chocolate is perfect for the Halloween season. If you want to invite your friends over on a cold day, maybe watch a couple of monster movies, can't go wrong with the Vampire Brew Blood Red Hot Chocolate. Today's spooky spot, I was looking at this stuff right here, totally ripping off Review Revolution. I'm so sorry. Thanks for watching as you always do, guys. Stay tuned for more spooky spots. In the meantime, I'm going to finish off the rest of my hot chocolate, and I'm going to go take a nap. That's my day. I'll see you guys next time. Woo!